Hey guys, it's Alan Kushmarkov here, and today I want to talk to you about how you can get more listings and more seller leads from one single open house than you would get from multiple open houses in the weeks and months to come. We call them neighborhood exclusive open houses. We've been doing them for the last 2.5 years. We're getting some amazing results. But before I start, guys, real quick, if you find this content of a value to you guys, if you apply it in your business and you like it, please share it. Also check out our website, becomebestagent.com, and learn more about our brokerage and our team, what we have to offer to the agents outside of our brokerage. All right, guys, let's get to it. I want to share with you some key steps, how you can get the most out of your open house, especially if it's a brand new listing. I said especially 3 times. If it's a brand new listing that did not go live yet, you definitely want to leverage it and get the most out of it and get the seller leads. From my experience, we get anywhere between 15 to 30 visitors that stop by at that neighborhood exclusive open house. And from those, we usually get about 5 to 10 good, solid seller leads. All right, so let's get to it. First and foremost, this is not something that you can do a day or two in advance, okay? We plan about a week and a half, maybe sometimes even 2 weeks before the listing goes live. So if your listing goes live on Friday of next week, you want to start preparing it a week before, ideally even a week and a half before, by requesting and ordering pictures, working at the ad copy, sending out for print. You want to invite people over, right? So you definitely want to have invitations. You want to print them. We work with a local title company here. They help us out with that. So we do all of that a week in advance. Now, on the week of the open house, and we hold our open houses on Thursdays. We don't do them on Fridays. The reason we don't do them on Fridays is because we don't really get that much traffic, and we feel like most of the folks are already committed to something else. They kind of have their own plans, if you will. And on Saturdays and Sundays, there are going to be other agents that are going to be holding open houses in the neighborhood, and it kind of dilutes the number of visitors that get into our open house. So Thursdays, from our experience, is the best day to hold an open house. So let's say, for example, your open house is on Thursday. On Monday, what we do is we mail out the invitations on Monday. We mail them out, and what we also do is we use a door delivery company, a service that actually delivers these invitations to each door in the neighborhood. Now, your neighborhood can be 300 homes, it can be 1,000 homes. It's completely up to you. I would suggest, depending on your budget, just focus on the immediate neighbors. I'm talking about at least 150 to 200 neighbors that live around that particular listing, okay? So on Monday, we mail out invites and we door deliver them as well. On Tuesday, we post invitation on our Facebook page, on our business page, on our personal page, and then we boost it as well. We don't spend a lot of money on it, but we get pretty good results at it, right? So that's done on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we door knock the same neighbors where we dropped off the flyers on Monday. We door knock them and personally invite them to stop by at our neighborhood exclusive open house. Now, you can call the neighbors if you want to. There are services like Mojo Dialer, Call Directory, Online Real Estate Directory, where you can get homeowners' data and you can call them and invite them to the open house. We've done that as well. But we feel like we're getting much better results, and it's much more personable when you do it using door knocking, okay, for us at least. Okay, so that's on Wednesday as well as Thursday. And then on Thursday, it's show time, it's game time. This is when you have to show up at least an hour and a half to 2 hours before the scheduled open house. That's where you actually put out the signs. And what we do is we do not put out the signs outside of the neighborhood. So like a typical or regular open house, you're gonna have open house signs directing traffic to the neighborhood. We put all of the signs inside of the neighborhood because this is for the neighbors. It's not for the outside, right, individuals. So that's number one. Number two, as far as the signage count, depending on the size of the neighborhood, it can be anywhere between 20 to 40 signs. The more the merrier, the better it is, okay? We usually put out about 40 to 50 signs. What do you take inside of the open house? Well, because this is much more than just a regular open house, we jazz it up, right? So when we send out invitations, and our invitations, it says wine and cheese, wine and cold platters or charcuterie, right? Depending on your budget, depending on the neighborhood and obviously the listing price, This is something that you probably want to make it special, right? It cannot be just cookies and water or snacks. It's got to be something a little bit more high-end, a little bit more classy, okay? Again, for us, what works great, we buy red and white wine, we buy champagne, we do not buy beer, cheese platters, seafood platters, as well as charcuterie platters. You can get them from AJ's. They don't cost an arm and a leg. You can partner up with your lender or your title company. I'm sure they can sponsor some of it. Okay, so that's something that we use. And then of course marketing materials. Obviously the marketing materials for the property, marketing materials about you, the services, the marketing that you provide. Another nice touch, guys, that we been using lately is we roll out a beautiful red carpet. It's about a 14 or 15 foot red carpet that we roll out. So when the neighbors see it, they see it's an event. They see it's something special, right? It's not just another open house. We also have a pull-up signs where we're inviting the neighbors. It talks about our services, and also invites the neighbors to come to the open house. Now, you're inside of the open house. You're going to get people that are going to be coming, right? So you're going to have groups of people that are going to be stopping by at your open house, and they're not going to leave right away. They're going to probably stick around, they're going to linger, right? And they're going to have conversations with you. They're also going to try some cheese platters, some seafood platters, and then also drink some wine, right? So what I mean by that is it's a great opportunity for you to get to know them, to build a rapport, but honestly, you got to have coverage. You got to have assistance. You got to have either an assistant with you, or you got to partner up with at least 2 or 3 other agents that are going to be able to handle the flow of traffic. It will be very difficult for you to handle all of the traffic, right? It's going to be tough. So ideally, you want to have an assistant or a helper or an agent or 2 that you're going to partner up with, okay? So during the open house, what you want to do is, instead of using registration sheets or sign-in sheets, we use feedback sheets or feedback forms. And I've done a video on it before. You can check it out. You can go on this page right here, becomebestagent.com, or on my YouTube channel, Become Best Agent. And there's a video on that. But essentially what that is it's asking them to rank the house from 1 to 10, right? In terms of curb appeal, the interior, the exterior, the price point, and you ask them for their feedback. Okay, and the way you present it to them and say, hey, you know what, can you guys do me a huge favor? The house is not live yet, so we didn't really test the market. So if you can just give me some idea of what you guys feel or think about this house, that would be greatly appreciated, right? And 95% of them will fill it out, and most of them will put their information on top, their contact information. If you want to get a copy of that, just send me an email or private message me, and I'll be more than happy to share that with you guys, all right? So once you get their information, the next step obviously is you want to put all of it in a database. And then once you have it in a database, the next day, this is very important, the next day you want to follow up with these people. All right, don't wait 2 days, don't wait 3 days, don't wait a week, right? Put all their information in the database and follow up with them next day. What do you say? You just call them, you thank them, okay, for stopping by their open house. Ask them if they have any additional questions about the property, or maybe they have some questions about their property, right? And then just to follow up, you always want to send them a thank you card, okay, with your business card as well, okay? So based on that, if you use these key steps right here, guys, okay, you should be able to get anywhere between, depending on the number of people that are going to show up to your neighborhood exclusive open house, you should be able to get anywhere between 5 to 10 seller leads that now are in your database, that part of your ecosystem that you can leverage, that you can send out educational content to on a weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly basis and follow up with, right? Now granted, not every single lead is going to work out, and not every single lead is going to be ready to sell or buy or both in the next month or 2. That's fine, right? As long as you follow up with these individuals, sooner or later, they're going to sell, okay? And you're going to be the agent that's going to get their business. All right, guys, so I hope this was helpful to you guys. Again, thank you so much for watching. I am teaching a workshop on how to get the most out of your open houses. And this content and many other stuff is going to be included in that workshop. You can sign up for it. It's free of charge. and it's accessible by everyone, agents outside of my brokerage. Check out this website for more information, guys. If you have any questions about our company, our brokerage, feel free to reach out to us. And I'll be more than happy to help you and assist you. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.